Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome. I am Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 17th of April, 2025. We'll be using the Sarsaparilla Tarot again for our message today. We have the Sun in Aries and the Moon is in Sagittarius. We're tuning into the energy atmosphere. What's happening? Let's see our first card. Two of Swords, decision-making time, choices to be made, and we might have to take a shot in the dark here with something. And, again, this is a card of intuition, getting quiet within and truly listening to your inner being. Let's see what it's connected to. Next set of two cards, we have the Emperor. Nice. Talk about decisive. No issues hitting the mark here or listening to our inner being, our intuition, and our collective experience and knowledge. And the Emperor is paired with perfect, the Nine of Pentacles. This card is the minor arcana version of the Empress. So we have a big dash of divine masculine energy with a side of divine feminine. So the divine feminine in this combination is toned down just a little bit because I have the sense that there's a bigger requirement for giving of our energy or taking action in our divine masculine. I feel like we have to stand up for ourselves with something here. As I look at these three cards, as if some of us feel like we have an ultimatum. It's got to be this or it's got to be that. And I feel a negotiation here somehow, some way. Let's see what else is in the cards before I come back to this. I'll revisit it. Six of Wands, victory, success, harmony, balance. I mean, it's a fabulous card right in the center of the reading. Star, keeping the faith. So what I sense here, we've been talking for a number of days now about divine alchemy and things going on behind the scenes. And our job has been to stay in allowing, receiving, being receptive, recognizing where to take action or when and when not to. And I feel like we're being called out just a little bit by the universe to take some action. Remain receptive, though. Our participation is required at this point, and we have choices to make. Make sure that they are in keeping with your harmony, your success over here on the Six of Wands. And then we see the Star, which is keeping the faith. So the whole picture may not be evident to us right now. And we've got choices to make regardless of whether or not we have all the info. This is where the Two of Swords comes in. Taking a shot in the dark, taking a leap of faith. And then, wow, Star, and then Three of Swords. This is not a card that we see very often. We know everyone gasps and cringes and winces when they see this card. Though it's pain, loss, and sorrow, it's already come to pass. Though it sits right next to the Star. So we may be, in the absence of information and or evidence, it could be simple for us to fill in the blanks with prior experience that was less than favorable. Also, I'm sensing here that we may have someone in our environment who could potentially be attempting to influence us when it comes to their opinion. You follow through on your own thoughts, feels, vibes, intuitions, and such, and take action in that realm. And as always, stay connected to your heart-mind coherence, which means you want your mind charged by your heart. So go there. And if you have been easily influenced in the past because of your own potential naivete or your pure, lovely, wonderful innocence, there's an energy here I sense that's trying to influence us into our ego. Check that out. Now, it could be our own inner dialogue, and All the choices to be made are our own, not influenced by others. So take that where you need to. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. How's the universe helping us out behind the scenes? 8 of Cups coming back for us again. The Eclipse card. So keep it in your heart-mind coherence that, we've had recent eclipses. We've been on a great track and on a great journey for making change. And though when we make change, we feel as though we are less experienced in the new energy. That's not unusual. However, we have a wealth of experience to draw on here through the Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles. These are cards about being sovereign to oneself. So that's another thing to keep in mind, or heart-mind coherence rather, as you navigate the day in the energies that are bearing down on us. Stay connected to your victory, to your success, and stay connected to your faith. And certainly allow this Three of Swords to be a great reminder to you of how far you've come and the blessings of your sorrows past, because they have shaped you into the being that you are right here, right now. And with a big change that you could be making in terms of your manifestation, creation. Yesterday we're talking about dreaming big, dreaming bigger, and swinging for the fences, right? So we may feel slightly vulnerable in that scenario for what we don't know, though rely on your intuition, rely on your experience and your knowledge. Then we have, look at this, the Moon. Look how similar these two cards are, the Moon and the Star. Consecutive cards too, by the way. The Moon is a card of great intuition as well, and it's often spoken of in tarot in terms of betrayal, because it's a shadowy card. It has a different light, it's borrowed light of the sun. You don't see things as brilliantly clear as you do in the sunlight. And it's a card that asks us to navigate with our intuition. And this is also getting to see things in a different perspective. And we had the Hanged Man yesterday in the reading. So here's our different perspective as it's filtered through the energy of our recent eclipses and the changes that we are endeavoring to make in the now. 8 of Pentacles is next. Keep doing what you're doing. It works for you, and it's followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Our divine destiny is being delivered to us. So maintain the track you're on, the journey you're doing, because it is successful. It is harmonized. There are memories that are rising to the surface from prior experience, and you can let that drive your oncoming, or you can choose something different. Just because something happened to you once before, twice, 3 times before, doesn't mean it has to repeat. The choice is yours. Follow your heart, follow your intuition. And then we have the Justice card, harmony. Bring the harmony. Underneath that, 10 of Cups. That's what it's going to take for you to create your 10 of Cups, to listen to your own heart. Charge your mind with your heart-centered energy so you have heart-mind coherence. And don't be talked into other people's BS. Angel Answers. Nice. Just as I start to shuffle the deck, Reconsider comes flipping out. So reconsider the information that's being provided to you and run it through your heart-mind coherence filter. Make sure it is in keeping, in alignment with everything that you're co-creating with the divine. So let this deck be confirmation for you, answer a question for you, or bring us a fresh message. Seriously, 3rd time in a row, I think, the Forgiveness card. So we're back to the Ho'oponopono, and I feel a great connection to the Ho'oponopono here with the 3 of Swords. The past is the past. Relive it if you want. Relive it as many times as you want, but ask yourself, is this serving my now? Is this serving my oncoming? Let it serve your now in a way of what you've shifted, what you have already changed, and trust yourself to make the new changes that are on offer to you. Do it like an emperor and an empress. Sweet. Look for a sign. And remain positive. Absolutely. That's the fuel. Yeah. Emphatic yes coming out of the deck. And communicate clearly on the bottom. We'll take it. No verbal clutter. No hemming and hawing. Angels and ancestors. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? We have 2 cards popping out. First is the Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Yeah, this is the 6 of Pentacles card. Generosity, reciprocity. I like that. And then we have Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. So stay focused on your vision. Bottom of the deck, we have the Mountain again. Stand your ground. Yeah, stand your ground on your 4 of Wands style foundation. Make your choices and your decisions in keeping with the broader vision that you have. Next, we have, final word, the Tea Leaf Oracle cards. This is quirky, unexpected energies that could show up for us in the day. Our first is Club. That looks a little menacing. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. What did I say? Be aware of the potential manipulations or suggestions or opinions of other folks that could influence you or situations. Next card, Camel. Persevere and you will overcome, it says problems. I'm going to say challenges. Yeah, persevere. Keep the faith. Then we have Not. Unsuccessful plans. Connection to your 3 of Swords. You may be looking at the memory field and saying, well, that experience was a failure and that one missed the mark. Did it though? Was it really? Again, recall your 3 of Swords life experiences as just that, experience, and take it to the highest and greatest potential for yourself. As someone in my world is fond of saying, I learned how not to be. Learn how not to be from your own 3 of Swords. Learn what to not accept or choose for yourself. Do not allow yourself to be taken away with a current, especially someone else's current. Make sure you stay on track with your vision for you. Then we have Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Okay. Well, just be wary of, or aware of, rather, another person's resume. How do they typically show up? And should they have any influence? Check it. Then we have Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. Don't get pulled into the undertow of stupid. I like that. All right. Don't let stupid be an influence. All right, everybody. Have a great Thursday. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.